Hello, you guys. Welcome back to Internet Girls.
Welcome back.
What is up? Happy literal end of year. What happened in 2024?
Oh
Where
my
did she go?
gosh. I know. Also, Hannah, do you know, is this episode coming out after Christmas or before Christmas?
I think before.
Oh, okay. So
Like right before.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I hope you're getting everything you want for your holiday.
As Tori holds up her present that she bought for herself. I'm dying.
Isn't it pretty? It's a
It's pretty. Only the YouTube viewers get to know what it looks like.
Yeah. And it was on our holiday wish list guide thing episode.
Yes. Yeah, if you missed that, go back and listen because that's good year round, honestly. Birthdays, just want to celebrate yourself, buy yourself something pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Go get it. Go get all the fun stuff because you know what? Life is short. Spend your money.
That's right.
You heard it here
take
first.
It with you.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it's the end of the year though, which is like freaking me out because that means I have to give birth in like 2 months. So
That's crazy.
Uh-oh. What did I do?
That's wild.
But yeah, we are recording this ahead of time, obviously. And Tori just got back from Florida. So we have to hear about your trip, Tori.
Florida. Dun, 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 dun.
It's one hell of a drug. What did you say? Bread?
What?
What did you say? It's one hell of a
drug.
Oh, I thought you said bread. It's like, no. So
that's
close.
That's not how it goes. Honestly, I could go for some bread. I'm kind of hungry. So yeah, I went home to Florida, which I was deathly scared of because the last time I went home to Florida, I almost died.
As one does when they go to Florida.
Yeah, I had my like crazy health thing happen to me, and that was so I was just like really scared to go there. Also, just like family issues and all sorts of stuff. So
trauma.
But I was in a wedding, so I had no choice but to go to Florida. I had been summoned. So I was in one of my best friend's weddings. Her name is also Tori, so it's great. And it was really fun.
Is her middle name also Anne?
Her middle name is Ray Ann.
Ray, okay, I'm like, so there, and you guys kind of look alike.
You think? Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like.
I'm like, so you're the same person?
Yeah. She's like a little more glitz and glam than me, and I'm a little more like boho. Like if we had
boho glam.
Yeah, I'm like boho glam and she's glitz and glam. So, but yes, we're very
cut from the same cloth.
Yeah, everyone used to call us like the Tories, you know?
That's so cute.
It was really cute. It's actually such a cute experience having the same name as your bestie. And I should have said that in my little speech I gave. I was caught off guard. So they did the thing where like you at the rehearsal dinner, they'll be like, hey, if anyone wants to say something, you know, because they save like the maid of honor and the best man speech for the night of, but they'll be like, hey, if anyone wants to say anything like at the rehearsal dinner, feel free. So I was like, obviously I have to say something. And she also said something at my wedding, you know what I mean, too. But I had like 2 seconds notice. So I just, you know, went really off the cuff, and I could have, and you know, after you do something like that, you're like, dang, I should have said this. I should have said that. But
oh yeah, totally.
It was one of those. But anyways, her wedding was like so cute, and it was like out at this country club in Alabama, because if you don't know, the part of Florida that I'm from is the weird part of Florida. It's beautiful there, but it's the part that's like right next to Alabama. So it was at a country club in Alabama that like her husband goes to, and I mean she goes there too, but he goes there to play golf. And we like got there early. I went, and when I first got into town, I went and met up with one of my other really good friends and went to dinner. Who she's not like, she doesn't know the bride that well. She wasn't going to the wedding, but I knew I had to like see her if I was going in town. Went to dinner with her. Had to get up bright and early to get a blowout for the rehearsal dinner. and then headed straight out there to the venue. It was, did my little speech that I wasn't aware of that could have been 100 times better, but it's fine. And it was really cute. It was just nice, like, being around everyone and, like, also meeting some of her friends that I'd heard so much about for the first time. And also her groom that she was marrying is from my hometown. What are the odds? We actually went to high school together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but he's a grade lower than me. So it was one of those situations where you don't
He's
really...
a child.
Yeah. And, like, all the people, it's like we knew each other, but we didn't know each other. So, like, not enough to say, hey, but it's like, oh, I know you and I know of you and I know, like, random things about you from Facebook posts.
Yeah.
It's like just outside of the group of people where you would, like, say hi. So it was also, like, not awkward, but kind of, like.
Wait, so did they meet in school?
No, she's from Pensacola, where Matt's from. But and all these people are from Panama City, where I'm from, which are 2 hours apart. So after college, he moved to Pensacola, and he's in medical device sales. So
glitzy and glammy.
Yeah, she's a realtor. But
wow.
Anyways, so what's so funny is the next day for getting ready for hair and makeup, you have to, like, be there early and get all your stuff done. I remember Tori and I were talking, and she knows I don't like to wake up that early. So she's like, don't worry, I put you at the last appointment to get your makeup done that I possibly could. And I was like, thank you so much. You're the best. Then the girl who happens to be a bridesmaid that was in charge of making the hair schedule, who doesn't know me that well, she actually went to high school with Matt. She put me as the first one to get my hair done, which makes no sense in, like, the schedule. And I was like, why would you do that? I was actually pissed.
That's rude. Just, like, get your ass out of bed and work.
No, and you know what is so funny is one of my favorite bridesmaids who is gonna become my friend. Like, I've claimed her. I, like, met her.
She's gonna become my friend. Manifesting.
But I met her at the wedding, or not at the wedding, at the bachelorette party, and we roomed together, actually. At the wedding, we're, like, hanging out, and I just love her. Her name's Erica. Hi, Erica. I doubt you're listening, but if you are, I'm obsessed with her.
We're gonna be friends.
Yeah. It was after the rehearsal dinner. She was like, gosh, I have to go to bed. Like, because, everyone wants to just party after a rehearsal dinner. And she's like, I have to go to bed. Like, I have the first makeup appointment. So I have to go to bed. That sucks. She was like, I mean, I normally wake up at, like, 8 a.m. every day. I'm one of those kind of people, like 7:30, 8 o'clock anyways. But, like, I can't drink too much because I have to get up to do that. Like, and she was just standing by the fire, and we were just talking about it. And I was like, that just sucks for you. I'm so sorry. Like, that sucks. Then we get back to the house. We're in our pajamas. We're walking around, and I'm like, she's like, yeah, I got to go to bed. I'm like, yeah, I know. I just so sorry for you. Then next thing I know, I decide to go to bed anyways because I'm just tired. I get that text, and it's like, oh, Tori, your appointment is at 7 o'clock in the morning.
7 a.m.?
To get my makeup done. Or to get my hair done. Yeah, and I'm like, first of all, I have the longest hair. So
why do they even need to start at 7 a.m.? That seems unnecessary. I think I started at, like, 9 or 10.
Yeah, I know. But I was like, I was so so I had to, like, text her, like, tail between my legs. Hey, Erica, can I ride to the venue? After me the whole night being like, oh, that sucks for you. I'm so sorry for you.
They did you so dirty.
I know.
Okay, any future brides listening, though, 7 a.m. doesn't make sense. Yeah. Maybe it does for you. I don't know. But I don't think that makes sense. And if you have to start that early because you have too many bridesmaids, then lose a couple. It's not worth it.
The wedding started at 2. So that's why.
That's early.
2:30, I think. Yeah. So I think that's why everyone had to get up so early, because it gets so dark so early these days. But anyways, the wedding day was great. It was perfect. I also had to paint my like nails and toes because I am not a prepared person. So I remember I was like painting my toenails in the like bridal suite, and I was sitting on the bed the whole day because I'm like, this also makes no sense the way that it was done, like the schedule, because it's like you would think you would do like one person after the
Yeah.
other. You know what I mean? Instead of like one person, then like hours later, then I get my hair done anyway, or makeup done. So, anyways, I'm painting my toenails on the bed, and then I finally get up, and I actually just posted a picture of it on my TikTok scroll through, but I had like all of like the bedding attached to my toenail.
Oh my god.
It looks like I had like feathers all over my toes. Like it was
You freaking would.
and I'm like, I don't even care. I just like pulled the feather off. I didn't even repaint it. I'm like, it'll be good enough for a picture. Anyways, the wedding was really fun. And it was just a really good time because the way that they did it is like everyone from the wedding was staying in these like houses that were on like the golf course, you know what I mean? But the houses like had their own bathrooms and their own bedroom, and then like a middle part that everyone could go hang out in.
Oh,
And you
that's
did
nice.
Yeah, and you didn't have to like go through the house to get to your bedroom. It was like from the outside. You get what I mean?
I think I do.
Like you walk up and you can walk to your door. Like you don't have to be like, "Oh, let me go through the living room to get to my bedroom."
Oh,
So,
yeah, yeah. Oh, that's nice.
yeah.
Okay, I have to ask the question that everyone probably is wondering, except maybe that's just me. Did you get your Florida neck rash?
I didn't.
We've broken the curse.
Yeah, yeah. Which I
If
was
you guys
very
have missed this, every time Tori goes to Florida, she gets this really weird neck rash. And when we were on our Disney trip earlier this year, we thought she was going to die. And there's just like a big Florida curse. So I'm so happy to hear that
Well,
that is behind you.
and then it happened again when I went to Key West, which is also in Florida. And like exact same thing, but
Mm-mm-mm.
I was less thinking I was going to die since the
You'd
Disney.
experienced it.
Yeah, but at Disney, I was like, "Oh, Hannah, this is the end of the road for me."
I know she was so concerned, you guys. It was very sad. I was a little no, I was a little less concerned until you said you felt like your throat was closing up, and I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, we should probably get some help.
Like my neck gets swollen and then my throat feels like it's closing.
Oh God, you poor thing.
Honestly, that was fine. It was fun. And then Matt and I went to 30A for 2 days,
Mm.
which is like my favorite place. We stayed at the Pearl, which is like one of my favorite hotels in the world. And oh, it was so good. Oh my gosh, I have to tell you about that too. I'll just say this, guys. I don't want to like air a bunch of
Dirty laundry.
dirty laundry because it has to do with my mother-in-law, but
Mm.
she just is a very special person. If you've ever watched any of content of her, you would catch the vibe. And she truly means no harm, you know? But some things happened at dinner and with some friends that we were out there with. And it wasn't a great situation. But
Uh-oh.
she's really sorry, so
Good.
yeah.
From what I've heard about her, she doesn't sound like the most pleasant of individuals, but
No,
that's just my impression.
she does like really mean well. She
Oh, wait,
just
we're talking about Janice.
yeah.
I thought you were talking about your dad's wife.
Oh, no, no, no.
Oh, no, Janice? Yeah, okay. Janice is just like crazy
Yeah.
in like kind of a fun way.
Yeah. But then sometimes it gets not fun. And it
Oh,
got a little not fun. So,
oh
but
no.
remind me, I was like, I know I need to tell Hannah so much stuff. So when we were catching up before this started recording,
I think you should just tell everyone.
I would love to, but I think Matt might get mad at me.
Oh, will he even
Um,
listen?
he doesn't really. So, well,
I'm like the devil on your shoulder.
so basically, we were at dinner with Matt's best friend Tyler and his girlfriend who his girlfriend, him, it's like a very serious girlfriend. She like helps him raise his child. She's an OBGYN. Very smart girl. Like OBGYNs, I don't know if you know this, but they work very demanding schedules, very demanding job, because obviously doctors are all demanding jobs, but like being an OBGYN, you never know when someone's going to give birth. You're on call all the time, like things like that. You know what I mean? And she works about 80 hours a week. So,
Jesus.
yeah, she happened to be off. So she was going to like come out to, we asked them if they wanted to come out to 30A with us. Janice was always going to come out with us for one night, and she did. Janice sometimes, when she drinks too much, she can get a little mean. Like she has that, in her. And she's done it to me before. Which is why her and I have had issues in the past. But she got a little too drunk. And if you've ever met the girl who was with us, like the doctor, she's very calm, very chill. Like she's not the type to like be confrontational. You know what I mean?
That's good for an OBGYN.
Yes. So Matt's mom, somehow we got on the subject of talking about when Matt got sick, which I don't even know how it came up. Matt had this whole issue where he almost died when he was like 19 years old. It was crazy.
Oh,
but
my
he
God.
survived. Yeah, his brain swelled up, and they ended up having to do like brain surgery on him and stuff, and they still never like found out exactly what it was. So they think it was like a sinus infection that went to his brain.
Oh, my
But
God.
he survived. Yeah, he couldn't move like the whole left side of his body. Blah, blah, blah. So we were talking at the dinner table, and Janice was drunk because girl and I don't want to say her name just in case she doesn't want to, but the doctor and I went and got a massage that day, and Janice went and hung out with the boys. And so she'd been drinking with them. That was mistake number one. So we're at dinner, and Janice like thinks that she hears the doctor say something, and she doesn't say anything about this situation. Like she like mishears her, which is not a very uncommon thing to happen with Janice. Her hearing's very bad. And she just starts going off like on the doctor, like going off in the middle of this like fancy restaurant, and is like, you're just an OBGYN, and OBGYN is not a neurologist. Like that's not that hard. Like neurologists are smart. Those are the smartest doctors.
Whoa.
Like OBGYNs are not even like smart. Like you think. And then she was like pointing her finger in her face and was like, don't piss me off. Like it was
Oh, my God.
I was like,
Was
you
the
have
girl
to
like
leave.
crying?
No, like I love her. She just she's a doctor. She has composure. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
she's in
That's
situations
good.
that are stressful all the time. But it was out of nowhere. Like
Jesus.
it was out of
Janice.
nowhere. And it went on. And I was like, Matt, I told her to shut up. I was like, Janice, you're being very rude. Like, you need to stop. I told her over and over, and she wouldn't stop.
Oh, no.
So then I was like, you need to leave. I was like, Matt, go take her to the room. And I gave her my key, and Matt had to like bring her up to the room.
Jesus. I'm glad you have that relationship with her though, where you can be like, you're out of line. You need to stop.
Yeah. Which I don't know if we're going to keep this in, because I need to make sure parties are involved.
Yeah.
If it's okay if I talk about this. But anyways, she's very sorry though. She woke up the next morning like, I'm so sorry. Like she felt really, really bad.
Okay, you know how I feel though? People know we have a podcast, so if you're gonna be super out of line around me, it's gonna make it in the podcast. Is that bad? I'm like, yeah, don't do stupid shit. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, like being featured on the podcast.
I know. I told her, I was like, there's consequences to your actions. You can't just say sorry and it's okay. So she's going to go
roasted.
Yeah. She's going to go like talk to people, She actually,
Good.
I think, needs some like anxiety meds. Like she is a very anxious person. So
Yeah.
we'll see how it all turns out. But that was crazy. On a lighter note, something that happened when we were leaving the wedding that is hilarious is Matt there was also a doctor at the wedding because the dude's in medical device sales, and this doctor has like 2 Range Rovers. He's a neurosurgeon, so he's like makes the big bucks, you know.
Mm.
He was driving this like Safari edition G-Wagon. It's like gorgeous. He has like a $30,000 watch on, like, you know. And
Mm.
Matt knows a lot about watches because he just is interested in watches and loves watches, you know. So the doctor had the watch on that was like the $30,000 watch, and he noticed Matt's watch because Matt has like the cheapest version of an automatic watch that has all the bells and whistles of, if you know anything about watches, that you would want in a watch, but it's just and it's a nice brand, but it's just like the cheapest one that you could get. But if you don't know anything that much about watches and you just like buy watches, like I'm sure this doctor probably does, it would catch your eye and you would think it was like on par. You know what I mean? Which is why Matt bought it. So,
Aha.
yeah. So Matt was sitting there with his watch, you know, and the doctor went up to him and was like, "Oh, what's your watch? Like, tell me about your watch." Like, blah blah. So Matt was telling him about it and had to come clean, you know, about how like, you know, it's not like a $30,000 watch. You know, it kind of looks like that, but it's not. And so then that happens and we're like we're like laughing because it was like me and 2 other people who we were riding with, and then Matt steps off the curb right as he's telling us that, and when he steps off the curb right after he finishes that story, Matt just falls. Like I'm saying, like not a stumble, like he's like face plants on the ground.
Oh my
On the
God.
concrete. No, he was wearing his brand new Louis Vuitton loafers that I had bought him for like helping me with my work stuff, like because he had done like a lot of work for me one
Ooh,
month.
employee bonus.
Yeah, it's his only payment that he's ever received. And so, but he's wearing those loafers. He steps off the curb, literally ruins one. Like it's like ruined. The shoe goes flying like across the thing.
Oh my God,
And
Matt.
then he's on the ground. Doctor drives by in the $30,000 G-Wagon while Matt's on the ground.
Oh God.
And the guy that was driving us grabs Matt's shoe up off the ground and says to Matt, "Hey, at least it wasn't the watch." Anyways, I mean, after that, we just pretty much hung out in 30A, which is my favorite place in the world, and it's beautiful. I'm sure you'll see some vlogs and stuff. And it felt really like peaceful and calming. Matt and I we stayed at the Pearl. We got our rehearsal dinner was there. We got engaged there. Like it's just a special place for us. He, after that, by the way, had a high ankle sprain, and his ankle is so swollen.
Oh no.
Like you have to see it.
You guys are so problematic, like with your health stuff. It's like always something between you or Matt. Like
I know. I have got to show you pictures. It's crazy. He couldn't even walk. Like I spent the whole 2 days in 30A just walking around by myself.
Oh.
And then we would go to dinner. It was great. And then I had a chat with my dad, which is something I'd been putting off because him and I have kind of been at odds since I got sick, which is something I haven't really talked about a lot because he's like, I know, a very private person, but seems there wasn't really a resolution necessarily, but everything is like at least okay. And I'm actually going out of town tomorrow, which I just got back last night, to go to Oklahoma because his dad, my grandfather, is going through a really big health crisis. So we're basically going to say goodbye. And my sister is going to be there, who I haven't talked to in forever, like years. So it's going to be great.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And then that night after I talked to my dad, we went over to one of our best friends from home's house, spent the night over there, and like a couple other people came over with their kids who are some of our best friends too, and we all just like had dinner. We made tacos. The kids were running around. It was fun. And now I am here. Wow. Like literally, that was yesterday.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And thus concludes our therapy session for Tori.
Yeah. Thanks for getting that off my chest.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're having a much busier December than me. I'm just over here napping, so.
Oh, that sounds great. That's what I want to do. like right now.
I know
You know?
everyone I'm talking to is like, oh my God, I'm so busy right now. I'm running around. I'm like, oh my God, me too. I have to make cookies today and take a nap. Like, whew, what a
Like the
life.
dream. What are you
I know.
cookies?
I'm making peppermint chocolate cookies for this cookie party I'm going to at the girls' house across the street.
Oh,
Yeah, it's so cute. My only holiday party this year. Because I'm like,
that.
of course I'm going. My favorite girlies who live across the street. Anyway, let's switch gears and jump into our topic today, which is going to be pop culture predictions for 2025. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I got this idea from TikTok from Ellie Rollo. I think that's how you say her name.
Or
Um,
Eli.
Eli Rollo, Ellie, I don't know her. I just read her name all the time. I've never heard her say it, but
Okay.
she was like giving her predictions and I agreed with like every single one of them. So I tried to make some of my own, but also like some of the ones that I like totally agreed with on hers. And Tori has her own list of predictions. So I'm curious if we have like any of the same ones, but starting with Taylor Swift to get this out of the way, because I have a lot of predictions for Taylor. So I don't think she's going to give us Rep TV in 2025 because I've been clowning for the last year and a half, 2 years. I don't know. It's been a long time. And I just think she's like so over us asking for it. So I don't think she's going to give us Rep TV or debut TV, but I think she is going to give us another brand new album. But also, I could be wrong because I've seen this that she has like a pattern of like 1 year will be like the Taylor's versions, like two Taylor's versions, and the next year is a brand new album. But I just think she has an album that she's like dying to put out. So that's my prediction there. I also think she's either going to announce an engagement to Travis or marriage to Travis and then get pregnant.
That's so funny you say that because I have that she's going to be engaged and get pregnant, but I said via surrogacy
Oh, really? Oh, interesting.
because I just don't see her taking that much time off in this time. You know what I mean? Like, I see her, like,
Mm.
and she's kind of getting up there like me, you know?
Yeah. But I could also see her like really wanting to have the experience of like carrying her own child.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I just don't know if she would value that over,
Her career.
yeah, 'cause she's such a
Mm.
career girl, you know?
Yeah, that's true. My other prediction is that she names her child Marjorie.
Oh, that's
Wouldn't that
cute.
be cute? Or like
That'd
the
be,
middle name's Marjorie or something, like
that'd be so cute.
somehow bringing her grandmother into the baby's name.
But I also think that I could see her releasing like Reputation and Debut at the same time. You know what I mean? Like double album, like how she double albumed what you call it? Just because like with Debut, I feel like she probably feels so far away from that person,
Hmm.
you know? So
Yeah,
so I could see her like just doing Debut to like put it out there, but I don't see any of those songs being like big hits, you know?
that's true. But I also think our capitalist queen wouldn't do it together because there's like too much money to be made from like the separate eras,
Yeah.
like having a whole rep era to itself and then having a whole debut era and like kind of reigniting that like little baby Tay time in her life. But
Yeah. I
yeah,
just
I
don't think
can't see
any.
her doing them together.
But do you think any of those songs would go mainstream? You know?
There's some bangers on debut.
Oh, I love Debut, but I love it for like what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, totally. I don't know. I mean, is our song on debut?
Yeah, it is.
Like that's a freaking banger. I would love
Yeah.
to hear her reprise that.
But you think it would just be like a different version? Like, which obviously they're all Taylor's version, but you know what I mean? Like, you think that she would like make it bring it to more present day?
I don't know because I think I've heard a lot of people talking about how they are really excited for debut just because she sounds so young with
Mm-hmm.
those songs. And so to hear her voice like mature, like that would be the biggest difference. But like with her re-records. So I don't know. I think people are really excited about debut, not as excited as Reputation because those vault tracks are probably going to kill us in the best way possible. But
Yeah.
I don't
Like,
know.
imagine her singing Picture to Burn, you know?
Exactly.
I can't, though. Like, I can't.
It's just like baby Taylor voice.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just think she's going to have another really big year, but I think also she's going to really prioritize her like personal stuff with like Travi, and I think she really wants to have kids. And like look, Selena Gomez just got engaged. Like I feel like
Mhm.
everyone around her is getting engaged, getting married, having babies. Lana got married, Jack got married. Like she's kind of the last one.
But do you think I could see her being like, let's have a ceremony, but let's not get legally married on paper because of all of her business? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, prenup.
Yeah, for sure.
Because Travis is like poor compared to her. I saw this thing that her cat is worth more than Travis Kelsey.
Oh, that's hilarious. I love talking about Taylor Swift.
I know, me too.
We're
My
just girls.
personality.
Okay, so this is something for my first one, which is something that's like already happening, but I think it's just going to be more of this in 2025 because I don't know if you've noticed this, Anna, but have you noticed the fashion trends are way more like basic, like chill stuff? Like, I'm telling you, even like in 2023, they were like checkers or like this thing, and there's like micro trend here, this, that. And I think people are just like fatigued. And so
Yeah.
I've noticed like the trends are like big, chunky sweat, like they're basic stuff. Like it's all like just back to the basics.
Neutrals.
Neutrals, earth tones. It's like people are just so tired of like the flashy, trendy right now.
And the Pantone color of the year just came out and it's literally brown.
That's what I'm saying.
So neutral vibes.
Yeah, I think a fashion is gonna continue to trend like back to the basics and just like really nice, like basic pieces. Which I'm not mad about it.
Oh no,
actually.
I'm stoked. I feel like Quince is like hot right now because it's like all the basics, the cashmere, the knit, the just like cozy vibes.
And also it's like who doesn't just want you, regardless of whatever the trends are, and at any point in time you need elevated basics, you know?
Totally.
So, love that.
Okay, my next one is that I think there's going to be Ellie talked about this too, but I think there's going to be some wicked cast drama because I feel like people are getting really tired of this like long press tour, and the question is like who's the drama going to be between, you know? Like are Ari and Cynthia being kind of fake with all their crying, or is it going to be like Ari and Bach? I don't know. Cynthia and Bach, Ethan Slater. I'm like, what's his name? But yeah, I think that especially because like the next one comes out like November 2025. So this is just going to be like one long press tour. And I think people are getting tired of it already. So I'm like waiting. What's the drama going to be?
Because it's like impossible to do that without there being like a little bit of jealousy, you know what I mean, for that long. Like someone's gonna rise a little more or fall a little more. But I also like I don't want Ethan Slater and Ariana Grande to be together. Like, first of all, I don't get it. They don't look good together to me. Also, the story of how they got together is not good. Like
Oh, I don't know that.
You don't know that? Like he was married with a full baby.
No.
Like brand new baby, couple months old, and then like left her for Ariana Grande. And Ariana Grande is like, that's not what happened. But it's like, how did it not happen? Because the wife came out and said that's what happened.
Ooh. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I could see some drama there. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen, but there's gonna be something. Even if it's just like people really start hating on them. Cause I'm already seeing that. Like people are like making fun of their interviews, and I don't know.
Yeah. No, I agree. Something that I think is I think aliens are going to be revealed. Like I feel like they've been soft launching aliens for the last couple years. You know what I mean? Have they not? They have been.
No, they absolutely have been.
they've just been soft launching them, like, here and there, like, soft launch, alien, like, it just a little bit, because I feel like if they were to just come out and say it, like, there would be, like, mass panic, but the way that they've done it, I feel like they've consulted, like, therapists and stuff about this, of how to, like, let the public know that
A PR agency managing the alien reveal.
Yes, exactly. I feel like it's phases, and we've been in, like, certain phases, but we're about to, at the end of 2025, it's gonna be like, there are aliens. Here's what they look like.
Interesting. I just saw this TikTok, this guy who was like, okay, if my hand is like the entire Milky Way, the other universe is like the size of like North America or something. Okay, maybe I'm saying this wrong, but basically he was like, there's definitely other life forms. We just like can't communicate because they're so far away. It's like impossible with time and space. So I wonder if they found aliens that are close enough.
Yeah. Also, did you see the announcement that was made not that long ago, where it's like aliens are in the water?
In the water?
Yeah, you didn't see this?
No, like our oceans?
Yes, it's like confirmed. They were like, yeah, and there were press conferences about this. You've got to look this up when we get off
Wait, are we
this.
talking like the creepy fish with like the headlamps?
No, no, no. We're talking like there's a press conference and aliens were found down below, multiple of them with like suits and stuff on, that were like stuff that we couldn't like figure out what it was. Like, and we didn't make the suits ourselves.
Interesting. I mean, I believe
Mhm.
it. Our oceans are huge.
No,
I'm
but
waiting for the reveal of mermaids as well because they definitely exist.
oh, for sure. The Loch Ness
Yeah.
monster too.
Mm-hmm.
Nessie.
Nessie. Okay, my next one is that Kim Kardashian is going to run for public office of some sort, which will be interesting because, like, obviously we've seen reality stars maybe shouldn't be running for office, but it's like she got her whole law degree. She wants to regain her like relevance. And I feel like this is like the next step for her. Like, she already has Skims, she already has her TV show, she already has like her whole Kanye drama, her family. Like, this is the next step.
Yeah, I could see that. But which office do you think it would be? Like governor or something? Or
I don't know if she would go straight for governor. I don't, something in LA
oh,
and
you're
like build
thinking
her way up.
like a local,
I think so.
like,
Don't you like
commissioner?
have to start with local or like can you like skip to governor?
No, I think you can skip to governor. I think that's what Arnold Schwarzenegger did.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because Gavin Newsom is like definitely going to start his campaign for president. So we're going to need a new governor. Not that I'm saying I would like Kim Kardashian to be our governor, but I think she's going to try.
Shoot, what if in like 10 years or longer? It'd probably be longer. Like, what if in like 15 years she's president?
Put me out of my misery. I'll be in New Zealand. Goodbye.
Well, she might
First
be
Donald
really good.
Trump. Ugh.
She might be good at it though, and she's very liberal.
Well, Donald Trump used to be very liberal.
Yeah. But
I don't know.
she excels at everything, so I have faith in our girl.
I have less faith, but I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah, she seems to, get everything done. So
Yeah, that's true. Skims is very successful. I just don't know about, running the whole country. I would rather Taylor Swift take office because that would be successful.
That's true. Okay, something that I think is going to happen with content in general is, I think, like, the return of YouTube and like YouTube style vlogs. Like, people are kind of tired of like the short videos. Like, I'm even speaking for myself. What does best is, which I know this is also a me thing because I make these kind of videos where people are just talking to the camera, and like, I've heard from multiple people, they're like, I just want to set my phone up and just like press play and listen, which, do that for us internet girls here. Hello. But
Yeah.
but I also think all content is trending that way. Like, that's what people want to see. Like, people are very like are fatigued about the quick, like, style content, like the quick videos, short
Mhm.
form videos, like long form is.
I feel the same because, like, when I'm like brushing my teeth, getting ready in the morning, I want to like prop up my phone and just like listen to someone like give me their opinions
Mhm.
and like see if I agree. So I could totally see that, but I'm just not a YouTube girl. So
Mhm.
hopefully TikTok doesn't go away and we can keep watching it on there because reels are just, they don't push out reels that are like longer than like 20 seconds. Maybe I do have to migrate to YouTube.
No, I could see. Well, I'm saying on TikTok too. Like it's gonna
Yeah.
be like vlog style long videos on TikTok as
Wait,
well.
what's your prediction for TikTok though?
I think it's gonna stay just because I want it to stay. I'm manifesting.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know. I'm like totally in your boat where I'm like, no, we're fine. Like everything's
Yeah.
gonna be fine. But like what John was saying, he was like, I'm not worried because even if TikTok does go away, like they're gonna go make a new app that's gonna be identical to TikTok. We will all have to start over, which I don't love, but I think we will.
Oh God, I don't need. Please don't do that. But
But
yeah,
also imagine like a brand new TikTok and how easy it would be to grow. Like, what if we
yeah,
got like a million followers all of a sudden on this new TikTok app?
that is
I
true.
don't
That is
know.
true.
I'm
Like
trying to
I
stay
would,
positive.
yeah, I would take my like best videos and just repost them, and then like sprinkle in like new content in between
Hmm.
too. I'm
Anyway,
like,
kind of on that same vein, I think Facebook's going to have a resurgence.
what?
I know.
How's your Facebook? Hannah is doing a Facebook campaign right now, actually, right?
Yeah.
How's it going? Is it going good?
Okay, so here's some tea for you guys that I told Tori, but I'll tell you guys. So I'm working on this meta campaign. I feel like I shouldn't spill everything because I think NDAs are involved. I haven't signed one, so whatever. So I'm working with Meta and this influencer group called Obviously. And I just did my like mid campaign survey, which is funny because it technically ends today, December 12th. But they just sent me my mid campaign survey. And I was like, this has been really bad. Like, so we get on this like onboarding call. This was like a month ago, I think. And there are like 180 people on this call. And all of us have questions because they're not covering much. And who did they put from Meta on the call? A product manager. So someone who's like behind the scenes doing like the engineering of reels and stuff. And this poor person, we kept asking her questions and she just didn't know how to answer the questions because we're all influencers. And she's just kept saying, like, well, I can tell you how that works on the back end. And we were like, we literally don't care about that. And then this call is supposed to be an hour. There's so many people on it. There's so many questions, so many concerns. And then at 40 minutes, the Zoom ends. And they're just like, bye. And they were on like a free Zoom account. And so it just automatically ended after 40 minutes. And they were like, sorry guys, it's like about to end. Like, we have no control over this. I'm like, what how much does Zoom cost? You are Meta. Like, are you freaking kidding me? And they were like, we're gonna send an email out with like all the details. No email comes. No email. And so I'm emailing them. I'm like, when can we start? Because they literally were like, you can start today, like posting your reels. And that's the whole campaign. It's like post reels on Facebook and then we'll pay you for it. So obviously I signed up because free money. So I'm sitting here like, okay, this ends in a month. So I like need to get started. We have like a certain number of reels we have to post. So I'm emailing them and I'm emailing them and I'm emailing them and I'm emailing them. Nothing. No communication whatsoever. Like 2 or 3 weeks goes by. And then I get an email from them being like, hey, we noticed you haven't started posting your reels yet. Like, you really need to get on that. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, I have been
That's
sitting here
crazy.
emailing you. Like, this is just the worst managed program I've ever been a part of. And so I just did my survey and they were like, would you recommend this program? And I was like, zero, no, absolutely not. I'm like, where's the communication? What is going on? And I've already posted all mine now because I was like, fuck it. Like, I'm just getting started. I want to make my like $700. But the funniest part of the call too was this person was like writing in the Zoom. She was like, wait, I'm getting paid $400 for this. Is everyone getting paid the same? And all these people were like, no, we're getting paid based on like our following size. And I'm getting 700 for this. So I was like, ooh, awkward. And she just kept asking. She was like, why am I getting like lowballed? Like I'm only getting 400. And I was like, this is all you're focusing on, girl. Like you accepted these terms, you know, like I don't know how to help you.
That's crazy.
Anyway, it's a shit show.
I cannot get over the free Zoom of it all. Like, come on, Meta. Free Zoom.
You are Meta. You are one of the biggest companies in the world, and you couldn't afford to put us on a not free Zoom for an hour-long call. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God. Such a mess. I wouldn't say it's going well. I'm also just like getting bullied in every reel I post. So I'm like, okay, there was like one survey question that was like, why did you decide to do this program? Obviously, I checked the monetary compensation of it all. But one of them was like, to learn how to avoid online bullying. And I was like, no, because I'm getting bullied in every video I post. So what are you talking about?
Also, in what way would that help you learn how to avoid online bullying on these programs like that? Everyone is always just clueless, it seems.
I know.
And everyone always just wants to pass you off. No one has the answer.
I know. But anyway, I do still think there's going to be a resurgence of Facebook because basically this whole thing is like post reels and then we will monetize them, which like they used to do on Instagram reels and they don't do for me at least anymore. And I've seen a lot of people on TikTok talking about how great the monetization is. So I really do think that there's starting to be like some whispers about like, hey, if you want to start making good money, go post your reels on Facebook, which I do think is going to help Facebook a little bit, which they desperately need. Desperately.
They need all the help they can get.
They just need a paid Zoom account, like, and they'll be solid.
A paid Zoom account, a rebrand, like
honestly. But like I do find myself on Facebook more and more. Like Marketplace, I'm always on Marketplace. I'm in a lot of like Facebook groups for pregnancy and moms. And so I'm like always on there like reading the tea because I'm in this one Facebook group for like the March moms, like moms who are doing March. And the tea is piping hot. Like
really, I love a good Facebook group like that where you can just like get in on it.
The things that people post in there, I'm like, oh, like you have no shame. Like a lot of them post about like their cheating husbands, or they'll be like, am I the asshole? My husband wants to go on a trip with his friends to Vegas a week after my due date. And like when I bring it up with him, he just says I'm being dramatic. And I'm like, oh, like maybe you shouldn't have a baby with this man. Like that's really bad.
That's going to be a no for me. Like you shouldn't. You are not being the asshole and you are not going on the trip.
Yeah, it's not happening. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Anyway, that's my whole tangent on Facebook. I don't know. We'll see what happens in 2025.
Something that I think is going to happen, well, and is already happening, is the economic downturn, which is already, like, the economy is not doing great, guys. I don't know if you're aware, but I think that's going to continue. Personally, and I know everyone's like, Trump's going in office and he's gonna fix things. No, I don't think so, because Trump doesn't understand tariffs, so things are actually about to get really expensive because of some of the things that he's done. So
I know. I feel like everyone's panicking right now learning about tariffs, and like we just bought a new stove that I really wanted to not buy right now, but I was like, wow, the price is about to like go way up on appliances, because where do they come from? Not here, not America. So that's not great. I will say though, the economy, I don't know about the economy. The stock market is actually great right now.
Yeah. Our stocks are doing pretty well.
Pretty dang well. So I'm like, okay, I'll just have to cash out before he takes his presidency and then we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, my next one is also about Donald Trump. My prediction is that in 2025, Donald Trump and Joe Biden will die in the same week.
Really? That's interesting.
So, I don't know why, but I have a feeling.
Just your senses are telling you.
My spidey senses are saying maybe not the same week, same month, same time, same quarter. I don't know. They're gonna die.
Oh. Okay. Okay, Kathy Griffin.
Call me Long Island Medium. I don't know, but
Oh my gosh. Well, how old how old are they? Do you know?
they're
Let's
both in their upper 80s, I
So
think.
are they both like the same age about?
Let's see. Donald Trump is, oh, he's only 78. I thought he was way older.
Joe Biden seems like more frail. You know what I mean? Just 4
He seems
years.
very frail.
4
I'm going to
years
be
I'd say.
honest. There was a period of time this year where I just thought that maybe he was dead.
Yeah.
I think the internet thought he was dead. And I was like, I could see it. And John was like, you're crazy. And I was like, I don't know. I could see it. He hasn't been seen for a while. He's not doing well up here.
Okay, so my very last one is I think AI is going to be way more just integrated into our lives. Like I think more things are going to come out that are like, oh, AI integration and just like how the phone like slowly took over and now we like live and breathe out of these things. I feel like AI is going to become that, but just in everyday things like and it already is in things that you can buy, but it's not as commonplace. Like, for instance, a fridge has AI, but only certain ones. Like, I feel like it's going to be like more commonplace. Not just fridges. I'm just using that as an example, but but just like everything is going to be more AI integrated, and it's going to be just like more of the norm rather than did you see the AI? Like, you know.
I agree. I mean, I literally just updated my phone last night, and now my phone is integrated with ChatGPT.
Really,
So, yeah,
I
you
need
need
to
to
do
update
that.
it.
Yeah.
And apparently, there's going to be a new ChatGPT 5 that is like a billion times smarter than ChatGPT 4.
Oh my gosh. You think I'm excited for my therapy session.
They're about to get really good. I'm excited for how well it's going to write my pitch emails because ChatGPT 4 needed some help. But the fifth, people are like, you're not going to be able to tell the difference between a human and AI.
That's a little scary, but it's also so convenient.
Yeah. AI is going to really take over, which is good because I invested in NVIDIA, which is a big stock for AI.
So did I.
It's about to blow up when ChatGPT 5 is released. So get in
Also,
while you can, you guys.
CrowdStrike is also doing really well.
Okay. All right. I'll look it up. Love the stock market.
It's fun. It's like a fun little game.
I just had one more, which was kind of going back to Wicked. But I think that because of Wicked, next year, there's going to be a ton of like musicals that are made into movies. And I think they're going to start. This is actually just my manifestation. I think they're going to start with Legally Blonde, the musical.
Oh, that would be cool.
Because I don't know if it's niche to love this musical as much as I do. Like, I know like every word to every song of this musical. It's like one of my favorite musicals, top 3 of all time. And so I think they're going to start working on that now.
Really, I haven't ever seen the musical.
It's so good. You should go see if it's playing in New York and then like go and stay at your dad's new apartment and then go see it because it is fantastic.
Yeah.
And we're getting Legally Blonde 3 next year, right? Next year or the year after? I don't know.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. How
Yeah.
exciting.
How exciting. So they're bringing all this stuff back. So I'm like, may as well do the musical, which is one of the greatest musicals of all time. Hello.
Yes.
Bend and Snap in song version. We love to see it.
Oh, I can't wait. These are good, solid predictions. I feel like they're facts.
They're facts. They just haven't happened yet.
Yeah.
But next year we need to come back and like review all our predictions and see what happened. So stay tuned for a year from now, you guys.
Yeah. And also, let's make a prediction about Internet Girls.
Okay, you go because you're the most Delulu of us.
That is so true. Okay, I think next year with Internet Girls, it's going to blow up. But it's going to blow up in the way that like we have like a very solid listener base and we do ad reads on here. Maybe after that next year, then we'll start like really blowing up. Like like topping the charge, going on tour, but not in 2025.
Going on tour.
Yeah. 2025 is going to be for like really just like building our listener base and like doing ads and
Yeah.
you know.
If you're here, you guys are one of the early ones, and you should stay here and listen to us because my God, wow, you got in early. You got on the ground level.
No, for real. And also send it to your friend and to be like, hey, here's my new favorite podcast. Also, review us, please.
Yeah.
Please. Should
More
we do
reviews.
incentivized reviews? Like we'll give away a Starbucks gift card.
That's a great idea. We're gonna start bribing you guys. It'll be great.
Yeah. Like us, please.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Tori's so funny though. Like she'll write me and be like, I'm listening to our podcast and we are so funny.
I'm like, it's so good.
It is so good. And I'm like, yeah, no, we are incredible. Like, not to toot our own horns, but you gotta toot your own horns sometimes.
100%.
I can't believe we're about to be in 2025. What happened? It's still 2012 in my mind, but okay. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. If you have any predictions for 2025 that we just have to hear, write us, email us, text us, DM us, like contact us immediately because we have to know your predictions. Rate us, review us, give us 5 stars, 10 stars, 20 stars. I mean, however many stars you think we deserve, which is all of them.
Let's be clear here.
Yeah, I'm like, let's not come in with like a 3 or 4. Like, let's.
No.
We'll be sending out gift cards soon. No, I'm just kidding. We are Internet Girls Pod, Girls with a Z. You found us, you know. We're on YouTube. You can watch us. You can see Tori's new watch if you're watching this on YouTube. And I'm just so excited to go into 2025 with you guys. We are Tori Sunshine and Hannah Lee Lifestyle. So find us on the gram. Find us on TikTok while TikTok still exists. RIP. Tori's about to go have a panic attack and get her neck thingy coming back, but
Yeah.
sorry. But with that, you guys have a wonderful rest of the year, and I'm just so excited to start this next journey with you.
Yeah, me too. And Merry Christmas, guys. Happy holidays if you don't celebrate Christmas. Happy festive times.
Happy
We love
cozy
you.
season.
Yeah, hope you're in a cozy warm sweater.
Love you guys so much. And with that,